Hey everybody, welcome to my floss tube. My name is Doreen and my business name is Privies and Prims Needlecrafts. So on Facebook it's just Privies and Prims, and on Instagram I am Doreen Brannan. That's both A's, Brannan .privies and prims. So visit me over there and see what I'm doing in between videos. So right now I am preparing for my retreat that I'm hosting, and it starts this coming Thursday and runs through the weekend, and we have 40 ladies going and it's going to be lots of fun. So welcome to everybody new and returning. I appreciate all of you. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing, and that way you don't miss any videos, especially if you ring that little bell and hit for notifications and select all. So I've got some finishes today. I don't have a lot to show you. It's probably going to be a short video, but I've got 2 fully finishes. I've got 2 past finishes, and I have 1 work in progress. Now, the wedding stitch that I had showed you before, it's probably going to remain a WIP that it might just get put away for a while because it's probably going to be a Christmas gift. So I don't know that I'm going to work on that anytime soon. But I might. I don't know. But so I leave this Wednesday morning and go to the campground for the retreat. It is a campground. It's called Campin' and Stitchin' Cross Stitch Retreat. And it's Pride Resort RV Park. And they do have lots of rentals there. So if you don't have a camper, you still get to go to the retreat, because they have like park models and cabins and apartments and all different things there for you to rent. But then there's a lot of campsites. So some of the girls will be camping and some of the girls will be renting. So anyway, I go there Wednesday, and it starts on Thursday afternoon at 1. And I'm going Wednesday to get set up so I'm not rushed. And then I leave there on Sunday, come home for 1 night, and then Monday morning I fly out from Asheville, North Carolina to Baltimore, Maryland for my son's wedding, which is next Wednesday. And flying into Baltimore, then I have to rent a car because I decided to take Allegiant Airlines, and they don't fly into like Philadelphia and whatever. But long story, But anyway, renting a car, driving from Baltimore to Lancaster, and it's about an hour and 45 minutes. And then I have an Airbnb, and then I come back on Friday. So it's going to be a really long week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Really busy. So anyway, let me show you some cross stitch. I don't have any punch needles to show you guys. I just did the little bit that I showed you last week that I did at the quilting retreat. And I may very well, I have it packed to take with me to this retreat this week. And I may be working on it there. I am doing a demonstration on punch needle, not like a structured official class, but I am doing a demonstration. And all of that at the retreat, I will film lots of stuff, so I'll get to share it with you. All right, so let me show you, first of all, I'll show you my WIP. So this I started last night because I've done so much prep for the retreat, and I just really wanted to just sit and stitch and just relax and not feel pressured and do anything that, has a deadline. So this is what I worked on. Now I bought, this is my working copy. I bought this, it's Luminous Fiber Arts. Bought this the last time I was in Pennsylvania, which was in December. And I think I bought this one at Hodgepodge in Strasburg. And so I didn't want to do it in red. I like the really dark, like barn red, like reddish brown, but I don't like bright colors. So I decided to do it in blue. So here is what I have done so far. That's I got the word done last night, and the rest of it I did this morning before I told myself to get busy and finish working on retreat stuff. So that is what I got done. I don't know what condition they're in. I've been using hot glue and stuff, so they're getting kind of messy. I tried a lighter color, but I think I like the darker colors better. But anyway, totally off subject. All right, so that is my WIP. That's what I'm working on. I have 2 fully finishes, and one is from, let me get this right, Summer 2023, Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. And this is the pattern. And this is by Lucy Beam. It is a long mayu stitch designed by Rebecca Noland of Lucy Beam. Now, my heater just came on. Let me turn that off. Okay, I'm back. It's really loud, my heater is. So I try to remember to turn it off, but I forgot. All right, so this I think is a new release for market also. But if you have the summer 2023 issue, A Bunch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine, go back and find it. And then you don't have to buy it. So here is my finish. So I kept it simple. And I showed this, I think, on my last floss tube, but it wasn't fully finished. And you see, I changed the color of the words from green to blue. I just think that looks better. And I didn't do all of these X's and do those or these or the top ones. I didn't have room on the piece of fabric I cut. So that is my finish. And then on the back, I hold it still because I move around a lot. And on the back, I put this fabric and put my label, which I always say, because people always ask me where do I get my labels, and it's Ever Emblem on Etsy. And then the red rickrack trim is from Purple Paper Mountain on Etsy. And it's showing really bright red on my screen, but it's not bright red. It's a darker red. So that is my fully finished. Then the other one, and I don't think I grabbed the pattern, but I'll just show you the finish. Let me get my board. So this is Teresa Kogut, and it is called USA Star. And my pattern cover's in the other room, but you can get that on her website. It was, I got it from Patreon in her secret shop for $5. But it should be on her website. So it's USA Star, and it's like an ornament. So that is, now both of these are stitched, both my finishes are stitched 1/2 on the Nate Berkus upholstery linen from Joann Fabrics. This chenille trim is also from, it is a tongue twister, Purple Paper Mountain on Etsy, and she ships very quickly and her prices are very good, so definitely check her out. And this is how I did the back. Now I just used more of the linen, and I didn't want anything to take away from the front, so I did more of the linen. I put a piece of wool on the back, and this is how I do my things when I have to turn it. I put a slit and stuff them, and then there is a piece of wool under there, but most of it's covered by that label. But so that's the Nate Berkus linen again. So that is my fully finished. I'm getting spun up here. So both of these are the Nate Berkus linen. And also this one. And they're all 1/2. Oh, and I wanted to say the color of this that I'm using is DMC 926 is the floss I'm using on that. And I think it's going to be done pretty quick. So, and then I showed you this before, but let me show you this again. This is another one from, I think it's also from summer 2023, Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. And I don't remember the designer on this one, but I'll put it down below. I'll look it up. Now, between that one and this one and this one of these is going to be the small swap for my retreat. The theme is patriotic, and that's why I'm doing all this patriotic. And one of these is going to be the small, my thing that I'm taking for the small swap. So I'm not sure which one yet. So you tell me, which one would you want? Would you want the star, the pillow, or the cheese grater? Which one would you want if you were getting the small swap and you picked my gift? Now, they will be, whatever I take will be wrapped up, so they won't know what they're getting until they open it. Let me know which one's your favorite. That's our question for this week. Now, I wanted to show you a couple past finishes I have, because we're starting to get into spring, and I'm going to talk about this back here. I almost forgot I needed to address this. If you've watched me before, you're used to different things being back there, like a big green cabinet, and it is now in the other room. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I'm not in the mood to change out. You see all those snowmen there? They were on the green cabinet, some of them. I'm just not in the mood to decorate. And I've got other things that are priorities. So that's going to be, I'm not going to decorate for spring until I get back from these 2 trips coming up. And then I can really enjoy it and not feel rushed. And I mean, like, when I get back, it's like a week, not even a week from Easter. It's like 5 or 6 days. And so I don't know how much I'm going to put out. Like, am I going to put the bunnies out? And I haven't even looked at my stuff, so I don't really know how much of it is specifically Easter and how much of it is just spring. So, but I'm just not in the mood to do that right now. So I'm not entertaining. Nobody else is coming in here. So it's just me and you, of course, you get to look at my mess. So, but what you don't see is down here. You know, when I'm getting ready for the retreat, I've lots of stuff I have to load in my car. So anyway, I just, what they say, squirrel. I wanted to show you 2 spring things that I have done in the past, and they are both bird in hand primitives, and they should both be on her Etsy shop. So this is one that I did last year. This is the only cross stitch pattern she has ever done, and I think it's called Folky Bird. She does a lot of folk art things. The hornbook I made myself a few years ago. I used to make hornbooks, and this is a really thin one. And this was actually made to fit the a Teresa Kogut design, but I think it had like a split in the wood or something, so I didn't sell it. I kept it, but it turned out to be fine, and I put this on it. So this is on a piece of foam core and with warm and natural batting underneath it, and then I just put this fabric here behind it because the stitch was kind of small for the width of the board. And then the trim is olive green, and it's from Purple Paper Mountain. And then put these buttons on here. Now, if you buy this pattern from her and the chart doesn't look right, or if you have bought it in the past, when I got it, it's a PDF pattern, the chart wasn't right. So I messaged Teresa Miller of Teresa's Prim Treasures because she is the one that charted the design for Robin, and she sent me a corrected copy. So if you have bought this and you can't stitch it because the chart is not right, message Robin, and of course you have to show proof that you have purchased it. And they should, between Robin and Teresa, they should be able to get you the corrected chart. But anyway, that is her only cross stitch chart. So, and I love it. So, and then also by Robin, and I did this many, many years ago. Let me see. 10 years ago, 2014, when I lived in Strasbourg. It's a wool applique. It's good size. See how big it is? It is, here's the back. So I got this frame. See, it was $1.97 at Goodwill. And I wrote on here when I did it. And the fabric, it looks like I just like hot glued it back, but it's all coffee stained. And this fabric is just a heavy cotton that I coffee stained it and applicated everything on there. And that's all blanket stitched. And I love this. I really do. Again, it looks bright in my screen here, but I don't think it usually looks bright when I'm filming, and then when I do the playback, it doesn't look bright at all. But it's very primitive. It's very, very grungy. And I love this. And I keep it up year round, but it's very spring. But I keep that up year round. So you should be able to find that either in one of her, she has like, she calls them doodle booklets or something. And it should be in one of those. So let me see what else. We're almost 15 minutes. I wanted to show you back on this wall here. This, you probably can't see it, but there's an empty nail right there. And this was there. And a few people have asked me over the time I've been doing flosstube about the blessed stitch. They thought it was a cross stitch. As you can see, it's just paper. It's a sign, and I bought it at Hobby Lobby 2017, I think, in the winter of 2017. And I'm going to show you. Hopefully that's clear and you can see it. But if you wanted to look it up and purchase it, it's kind of, you know, it's done almost like a paper art, like a chicken wire design on there. But that is what you see, what used to be back there. So let me go into this situation. If you've been following me, I did post a video about where do I sleep. My bed used to be out in my dining room because of a neighbor that lived on the other side of this wall that was very noisy and would keep me awake at night. So I moved the bed into the dining room, and the setup was really cute. And there's a video, I can post it, the link down below, that shows the whole area and how I had it set up. So then this room became my craft room, which I really enjoy. So right now, this half of it is the messy craft room, and that half of it is the bedroom, which is part messy. All those books right there, those are like primitive stitcher magazines and primitive quilts and projects and rug hooking magazines and all that. I don't really have anywhere to put them right now. So they just sit on that chair until I figure out where they're going. Again, it's not a priority for me right now. I really do like everything all neat and nice and in its place. But right now, I'm not worrying about it. I'm sure you've been like that. So anyway, that neighbor moved. And I decided to leave the room as it was because I was enjoying having a craft room here and I could shut the door. So, but then our apartment is like our doors are in a breezeway. So it is a breezeway shared with 3 other apartments. And with my bed being out there, I was like 8 feet from the door. So when somebody would knock on the other people's doors, it would wake me up. I'm a very light sleeper. And we have one neighbor who has people sometimes come late at night, sometimes early in the morning. And I just got tired of it one day last week. And even though my back was really sore, it was like 7 o'clock at night. I thought, after I woke up at 6:15 that morning by someone knocking on her door, I just decided I'm putting my bed back in the bedroom. So I did. And to the big green cabinet that was here and the table that was in the corner are now out in the dining room. And nothing is decorated on top of them. Nothing is set up nice. Like I said, it's not a priority, and I'm going to deal with that when I get back. So that's the elephant in the room. If you've been watching me, that's why there's a bed here now. So that is it's called a log cabin quilt, and I've had that since, I've probably had it 20 years, that quilt. And I don't change it because I like it. So I don't change it out, but it's lasted a really long time. And I have the pillow sham to match. And then the dust ruffle. Let me see. I can show you the dust ruffle to match. So that's the story of what's going on back here. Now, I might could use a little bit of help. Mike could. That's what they say down here in the South. Mike could use some help. I had this big cabinet here, and this little vignette over here on the wall was to the left of it, and then that was to the right of it, and now there's a big empty space there, and I don't know if I want to, let me show you. Trying to move this here, there. So I don't know if I want to just spread that out or leave it and fill in the middle spot here with things, or take it down and start over. I don't know what to do with it. So give me your opinions on that, because like I said, it was perfect when there was something in the middle and it was all spaced out. But now I have this big empty space. I don't really have anything to put there. I will be making things that I could put there. Now that's all patriotic. All of that stuff is patriotic. So I could, a lot of it's punch needle. I could do some more patriotic things and spread it across and have that whole wall be patriotic. I'm not really sure what to do. And I'm not obviously worrying about it right now. I'm not, I think about it, but I'm not like stressing over it. I just come in here and go to bed. So tell me what you think about that. What would you do with this wall? So project bags. I told you I wanted to make a couple more because I still have some fabric cut out to make like the Notion bags. And I wanted to take some to the retreat to sell. But today is Sunday and I leave Wednesday. So if I get up tomorrow or Tuesday, because I don't, well, tomorrow I have to go to the chiropractor, but other than that, my time is free until I leave for the retreat. So if I get up and get in the mood, because I don't want to do it unless I'm in the mood, again, it's not a priority. I'd rather just sit and stitch, do my stitcher thing just for me. But if I get up and get in the mood, I'll make some more. But if not, I won't. So I do want to try, and some people had said in the comments to try the ones without the plastic on the front. I did watch tutorials for that, and I think that would be a better fit for me because I don't have to worry about that top stitching in a straight line. Now, somebody also told me about zippers. These look bright. Yeah, they look bright on my screen. They are bright. I wish I could have picked, like, do they have a category for primitive colors? So these are 80 zippers for $12.99 on Amazon. And they're all 14-inch. And there's 20 different colors. So I'm sure some of these I will be able to use. I doubt I'll use like the bright orange or the bright yellow, but who knows? It might be like a small little part of the fabric that I choose and I want to pull that color out. Or maybe I'll coffee stain it or walnut stain. But anyway, I have zippers. I have a lot of zippers now. So, and even though they are 14-inch, you can sew over it and then cut the end off. So I could use them on 7-inch for the little Notion bags to whatever I want to do. So the other pattern that I want to do for myself that I bought in Pennsylvania, and I know I bought this one at Hodgepodge. This is my working copy. But that one I want to do. So these are really quick. I think I might do this one in the barn red. And then maybe like if I do decide to spread that patriotic out, then I could put the other one up there because it's blue. And I could put this one up if I do it in red. So it says, my needle and thread brings me joy. So there's that one. And there's the company. So I'm going to do that one. And then it's called Brings Joy is what it's called. So also from Market, this was the only thing I pre-ordered this from Market, and it's Primrose Cottage, Patriotic Quaker, and I picked that up at my LNS, which is Cross Stitch and Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. And then for the retreat, I want to mention the Asbury Echoes Stitches. My friend Rhonda, she has donated some patterns for the retreat. So I will show you what she's donated. And thank you, Rhonda. Very gracious, generous. I asked her for her bestsellers. So this one is called Simple Days. And these are all on her Etsy shop. And that's the name of her shop. So I'll try to remember to put a link down below. But isn't that cute? The clothes hanging on the line. And then it has sheep back here and chickens. And it's just so cute. So that will be one of, these are door prizes for the retreat. This one is, and what I do for the door prizes is I lay everything out on the table. And then when their name is called, they get to come up and pick what they want. So this one is 3 patterns in one. It's called Bumblebee 3. So again, these are in her Etsy shop. Isn't that cute? I like the one with the bee skip and the flowers. And then this one's a little hard to see, but it's called Spring. And because she did it real grungy. So if you can see, there's a bee skip, there's flowers, there's a bunny, and then the word spring. And she put the chenille trim on there, and she also uses the trim from Purple Paper Mountain. And this one is called God Shed His Grace. So if you want to do a patriotic one, or if you want to leave the words off, if you are not a believer, you can leave the words off and just do the farmers and the flag. I love that one. And then this one is Spring Has Sprung Pin Keep. And I absolutely love the robin. Get the lighting right there. Spring has sprung. So I think there might be, excuse me. There might, no, there's no separate pictures. It's just the charts inside. But if you look, if you follow her on Instagram or on Facebook, you can see pictures of them separately. So it's a basket of flowers, the robin, and then the other one says Spring Has Sprung. So those are from Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. Those are going to the retreat with me. Now, I think that is it. Let me make sure I don't have anything else laying here. I think that's all, guys. So we're going to get just about at a half hour. So the retreat is coming up. I will be filming. I may not post until I get, it may be when I get home from Pennsylvania, or I will try to post in between. And I probably will do a live stream while I'm at the retreat. I'll try. I did that last time. I tried to do a little short live stream. And I'm thinking I might do it like a vlog style video, but I don't know what I will end up doing because I don't know how things are going to go and how busy I'm going to be. But I will have to say I'll see you when I see you, and be watching for the retreat videos. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and when you subscribe, there's a little bell comes up there. If you click on that and then select all, you will get a notification whenever I post a new video, so you don't miss any. So that's it. Don't forget, the question is, would you pick this one? This one? So cheese grater, star, or pillow? And I'll tell you what, Rhonda has given me permission to give a pattern away on here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one. So this one will be a giveaway, and I will give it away when I get back from these trips, and I do a regular floss tube after I get back. So answer the question which one you would want. And if you will, if you're interested in this, use the word spring. So in your comment, even though these are patriotic, I should have done a patriotic one, but oh well. So anyway, I will see you next time. Bye.